Okay. Good morning. Good morning. We're live. Like it's Friday. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I'm sure I'm gonna mess up a lot. We'll see. Might still be a while till I do another one. Trying to get things arranged where I can get more sets, stream a lot more at once. But yeah, we're gonna hop right into it. Today we're doing the Game Boy. See if there's anything to read. We got stuff to read. Woohoo! Thank you for selecting the Lego Game Boy. Oh, it's got the power switch, it's got the display, it's got the contrast adjustment, it's got the control pad, the start and select, the A and B buttons, the speaker, and the volume dial. Caution, clicking the power switch may result in acute feeling of nostalgia. That's funny. Insert to continue. This authentic Lego Game Boy has been constructed using the finest materials to appeal to you, the discerning retro gamer. For the full 1989 experience, insert the game pack cartridge and realistic lenticular screen, and ignore repeat calls to come downstairs for dinner. Cute. That's neat. It's got like the original ad. Handheld history. Upon its launch in Japan in 1989, the original Game Boy was considered a revolution in video gaming. The powerful portable console allowed video game fans to enjoy their favorite games on the go, with a battery life that lasted up to a whole day. Our designers, very much fans themselves, have lovingly recreated the iconic form so that you can own an authentic piece of handheld history. Batteries not included. Uncover an icon. So that's neat. It kind of looks like a... It's got the external power, extension connector and cover, battery cover. It's cute. It's what's inside that counts. Sure, the iconic casing might be the star of the show, but we showed just as much love to the interior of both the Lego Game Boy and the game pack, obsessing over detail and color for the authentic feel. This is a quote. I love watching people use the power switch when they feel that snap. It always takes them back to the Game Boy realm. Super Mario Land. One Giant Leap. With appearances in numerous NES, arcade, and Game & Watch titles, Mario was no stranger to the world when he jumped onto the Game Boy for his first time in Super Mario Land. Launched alongside the Game Boy's release in 1989, the game sees Mario explore a whole new world called Sarasaland as he attempts to rescue Princess Daisy in her debut appearance. The responsibility to translate the much-loved platform-based gameplay from the more powerful NES to a small screen fell to the same team developing the Game Boy itself, giving them precious insight on the console's potential. They could have fared better. Critics and fans alike agree that it was a giant leap forward for a handheld title. With 12 expertly plotted levels packed with original enemies and devilish expert mode for seasoned gamers, it's still considered a classic. The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Small screen, big adventure. Released in 1993. 4 years after the Game Boy's launch, Link's Awakening was the small screen debut of the already popular Zelda franchise, adored by fans for its emotionally driven, story-based gameplay with wonderful creative puzzles and challenges. This was the first Zelda title to be set outside the Kingdom of Hyrule, and the first not to feature Princess Zelda. In Link's Awakening, the titular character is stranded on an island. His only chance to escape is to awaken the mythical Windfish by collecting magical musical instruments. Its place in the hearts and minds of gamers of all ages, all over the world, remains to this day. Okay, here we go. Gonna hop into it. Also, this one doesn't have a progression bar at the bottom like they usually do. Also, this is still a newer set, and we still do not have the paper bag like they said they are switching to. I did not organize my bags. I just realized that. All right, we got stickers. We got oh, these are really neat. See how these come up on the screen. Bling! Very neat. I like those a lot. Also, there's stickers. I do not like stickers. We're gonna try our best. Also, it's 421 pieces if you can't tell. Shouldn't be too long of a video. So we're starting with building the game cartridges. Okay, cool. So this slides. What was in there? Neat. I was applying the sticker. Like, I guess there's two of these, but I never understand why these... They made this piece, but they don't have this already on the sticker. So, I missed a step. Okay, there's the game cartridge. Real neat. On to bag 2. 2 of 5. I guess we're gonna build the Zelda one at the end. Yeah, it looks like I'm bag 5. We're gonna be building the Zelda one. So it looks like we're building the Game Boy now. Gonna make it 4 layers of the over here. We're doing 3 more layers. Jeez. A lot on this piece. Helmet Hero on YouTube. You buying the Virtual Boy headset thingy? I do not know yet. I will. It all depends on the price. That is not something that I would want to waste the price on. And I'm also hoping if you had the Labo, how they showed the cardboard, I really hope the Labo will work for it. That would make me very happy. Because I already have that, and I think I used it once. If it was back in the days where I was able to spend money on cardboard, yes, I'd be buying it in a heartbeat. But I am no longer in those days. I'm now a miserable old man. I did see your comment about overworld fatigue and the new Metroid game. But that motorcycle thing, actually, that kind of sold me. I thought that was neat. I am very excited for that now. And I like the amiibos for it, too. That's one thing I was very surprised with, how many amiibos were announced. But other than that, really the only things that I would want from that direct that was shown was the, well, obviously Legends, or the new Pokemon game, and the Hyrule Warriors. I will probably eventually get Mario Galaxy 2 on the Switch 2. Something that is very disgusting that I don't know if you noticed. Most. Did I mess something up? No. Most games now, the digital are coming out almost 2 weeks before the physical. So I don't know if you noticed that. That kind of irritated me a lot. Granted, I do buy a lot of physical or virtual, but there are certain games that I want the physical for, so it was rough to see that. Very scary for the future of gaming. Which I knew it was going that route. I know they wanted to go digital since I think it was a PS4. I think they wanted to not have disc drives, or maybe it was a PS5. And then Xbox announced that, and that did not go well at all. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Switch 2 that has no cartridge thing. Could just be that I'm a grumpy old man now, but don't like where it's going. It's another thing about the Virtual Boy. Like, I don't think I'll ever play those, especially with how badly I get motion sickness. I hear those were real bad. I imagine they tried to fix it, so that doesn't happen. But I guess we'll have to see. And we got a like on TikTok from X. Why, thank you, my work buddy. Hey, I made my first mistake. Not a terrible one. I'm sure the mic's not picking it up, but there's currently a car alarm. There's people that live down the street from me. It's almost like once every other day, their car alarm goes off. I mean, it's not once every other day. It's multiple times every other day. Their car alarm goes off. Maybe that's an alarm clock. A piece in the bag. Did I miss a piece of? Where did I mess up? Oh, I'm not putting it down for it. That was my shoe. I don't know, so that's my issue. On to bag number 3. Looks like we might have some rubber bands here. I'll zip up my camera, sorry. Just messed up. Didn't realize it switched here. My bad. I always, whenever it's the biblically accurate move the Lego around, it always throws me for a loop. And that one just got me good. Okay, we're back. Woo! Doing some weird stuff here. That just kind of sits in there. There's nothing stuck to right now. That's really neat. They got start and select buttons. Oh, oh, that one's up. Let's find the actual one. Very tiny though. Oh, oh, that one's not on either. Okay, there we go. There's the start button. Did you know it launched at the price of $90 and came bundled with a copy of Tetris? I did not know that was the price. Thank you, Sam Spam on YouTube. I know my grandma had it, and the only game she had was Tetris. And we used to always play it when we would go at her house. I didn't see the step where it said to put this. And this goes here. Got any other fun facts for us, Sam Spam? It is crazy to think $90 back then for what didn't have that many games, and people were complaining about prices nowadays. In 1998, Nintendo released a Game Boy cartridge with a camera attached to the top, known as the Game Boy Camera. I do know that, and I still have one. I have the blue one. I love that thing. I used to take all my photos with that. That was a very good fact. Oh. And it allowed for up to 16 person local multiplayer. I wonder what game would have had that. Because the only game I could think of that even had multiplayer on the Game Boy was Pokemon. This console was designed by the same team that made the Game & Watch handheld games. That's very interesting. And Pokemon to trade. So up to 16 people you could trade with? Huh. Spaceball 2000 holds the Guinness World Record for being the first and only Game Boy game that allowed 16-person multiplayer. That's crazy. Nintendo always creates something really new and uses it once, and that's about it. My favorite is I'm pretty sure for the Game Boy, it had the game for patients with diabetes, and if they were able to win they got their insulin or whatever. It's a nice little Game Boy on there. Oh, so that's what that little spring's for, to make it feel like you're moving it. Very cool. Now we're going to shield it on up so it doesn't move. Very neat. I like that a lot. Nintendo believed that many Koreans would be unlikely to purchase a product manufactured by Japanese companies. To get around this, they licensed the Game Boy to Hyundai, who sold it under the name Mini Comboy. Another interesting fact there. It's neat too because they're now working with the Pokemon Company to make the motorcycles of the legendaries from Scarlet and Violet. In 1993, Russian cosmonaut Alexander A. Serbrov took his Game Boy into space. He played Tetris up there. So it was the first console in space as well. I also know about the one that was in taking up Mount Everest, and all other equipment malfunctioned or ended up bugging out or failing, and the only thing that worked up there was the Game Boy. So we're now putting a rubber band around these buttons to make it so it like springs back. That's really neat. I like that a lot. Then we got an A button. Press A button. Oh, I missed this. There, now I have the buttons. Another fact from Sam Spam: the Gulf War won as well. Even though they were bombed, the Game Boy was thought to be destroyed, but it still worked. We saw that one at New York NY. Yes, I remember it, but I didn't remember the whole story about it. Oh, I don't know. The B button was its own. Big old piece. So all the start and select button are just these that. That's really cool. I'm really enjoying the set. For launch titles, Alleyway, a breakout clone, Baseball, a port of the NES game, Super Mario Land, an adaptation of the Mario franchise for the handheld format, and Yakuman, a Japanese Mojang game. Interesting. Alright, bag 4 of 5. In North America, 2 additional launch titles were added: Tetris and Tennis, another NES port. The Game Boy launched in Japan on April 21st, 1989, with an initial shipment of 300,000 units, which sold out within 2 weeks. For $90 back then. Sam, can you translate that in today's money? About $234.47. Wow. And people are complaining about the Switch 2 prices. That's insane. was the price of the original Switch, and people were saying it's not worth it. That's insane. Oh, I just got very confused. I'll show in a second once I'm done building it. So the photo shows it going from bottom to then top, but what I wasn't paying attention to is you just build it and then put it like that, and I was just so confused because I was like, how did it do that? How did it change? But all good, all good. We're still making moves. So we got the dot matrix with stereo sound. You have no more facts? Well, thank you, Sam. I greatly appreciate giving me something to talk about. No problem. That was fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Here's the. What holds that? For right now, it's just those two little pieces. Oof. The two little right there. Sure, we're gonna get some support for that right now. It's adorable. A little sound wheel. Or volume wheel. And so far, I think I might enjoy this set more than the NES one. The NES one had some really cool things inside, but not only was it a very big pain to build, I think the Game Boy definitely holds a lot more memories and things of that nature. It's the contrast. I forgot you could change the contrast. I don't think I ever knew what that did when I was younger. Volume. Very neat. Very neat. And then the external connector. So you pop this out, pop this down, that in there, that up. $1989. And the release date. That's really cool. Thanks for telling me that, Sam, because I don't know if it had the actual date. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm loving this. Oh, man. It's noon. Okay, one more bag. I think the way the base holds it is through the... Yep. Through the headphone port. Really cool. So that's basically the console. Now we're just building Zelda. It looks like this one had a battery in it. I know the Pokemon Silver had the battery. Show what I mean in a second. Like one of the round batteries. There we go. That is the Lego Game Boy. For the gaming. That's awesome. Well, whoever tuned in, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hands down, probably one of my favorite Lego sets I've ever built. Thanks for watching.